What's up, folks? On a little podcast here to make a little bit about Jordan Peterson on some recent tweets he's been making. So, apparently, Jordan Peterson was suspended from Twitter on June 28th for making a tweet about Elliot Page now, which used to be Ellen Page. Now she's apparently a boy because that apparently when she was a child, she felt like she should be a man the whole time. So she went and got her breast removed and is changed her name and is now transgender and now she's a man. So apparently Jordan Peterson made a tweet, earlier or the end of last month, and basically where he said, he mentioned basically about Paige having her breast removed by a criminal physician. So that led to Twitter basically banning or suspending his account. And basically, him and his daughter basically referenced that the only way that the account could get activated basically again was if he apologized. And Jordan Peterson basically came out and said that he won't, because there are no rules on Twitter except for those that except you can't do what people don't like today, and that it's based on idiots being on maintaining woke superiority. So, and also his daughter Michaela Peterson, that's the daughter, and she has her own little podcast that she does too. She actually said that Twitter is not a free speech platform anymore at the moment. So my little takeaway from this is that I think we're entering a rare space in society right now where if we don't agree with the majority, we can technically be wrong. You know what I'm saying? Which I think is very off today. Like, I've been saying about hate speech, you know what I'm saying? Which the First Amendment, if you want to get into all that, basically it does ban anything that can start a riot. So I understand hate speech, but just disagreeing to me is not hate speech. I don't think anything he said was generally hate speech. It was basically a tweet said, remember when pride was a sin and that Paige had her breast removed by a criminal physician. It's obviously not love speech, but I don't think you can literally consider hate speech. It's not out here saying, I hate Jews or I hate blacks. It's not anything like that. But the society we live in, if you don't agree with the majority or you disagree, it seems like we just want to cancel you. And I think that is just a space that is very dangerous as of right now. And that's why we have so much wars between the, Republicans and Democrats. And it's wild. Dave Chappelle, everybody knows about the last interview he did on Netflix, how much heat that got, and just the protests that happened, with that. And even when I watched that stand-up, I didn't think it was that bad. I don't think it was otherworldly bad. Me being a Christian, he made a joke about, his pastor blowing up, or I'm trying to be respectful, but he basically a oral sex joke about pastor, you know what I'm saying? So I could have took that and be like, hey, I feel so bad, but I didn't, and on top of that, it's comedy. I'm not gonna take it to that level. So just I think we need to just start hearing more people out and just stop trying to cancel or just make people apologize because there's a difference between each other. It's to the point that it's very harmful. So this is the first time Jordan Peterson got into it with Twitter. Basically, he actually was suspended before because he basically said that he didn't call plus size models that was on the Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition. They had plus size model the last time he did, and he basically said she wasn't beautiful. And once again, that's his opinion. And that brought up a lot of controversy too, because a lot of people for and against. Once again, we're becoming more accepting of certain things, and certain things we're not. So we're more accepting of putting a plus size model on the swimsuit edition. A lot of people said if it was a man, that wouldn't be happening on Men's Health. But then, once again, you disagree. Now we're not, you're wrong for that. So it's a thing. It is a thing nowadays. But Jordan Peterson, what I respect about him, that he sticks to his guns. He basically said that he's not going to apologize for a tweet. He's not going to delete a tweet, and he'll basically just be off Twitter until then. So I appreciate people like Jordan Peterson that even when facing backlash, they're not going to back down. Even in since Dave Chappelle did, and he basically said, hey, I'll sit down with you guys, but you're not going to summon me, So I think the message takeaway from this is too that first thing is we're not hearing each other out, and we're just trying to cancel people because we don't agree with the majority. And the second one is I think that if you really believe in something, you need to stick to your guns. And I appreciate people like Jordan Peterson that is showing that is available. This dude's 60 years old. He doesn't really need to have the stress of the world, coming after him. But he's sticking true to his guns, and he's gonna do what he wants to do, and he's gonna say what he wants to say, and I appreciate it. And it looks like he's actually having this whole big show that's coming on YouTube pretty soon. Where he's gonna be talking a lot more after he already addressed the tweet too. So. Respect to him, and he says, he's not going to delete it, and he's going to stand strong through it all. And hey, now as for the other side, as far as the Ellen Page, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's a lot going on. Like when I was growing up, I'm not young, but I'm not old. I'm kind of like, I'm 20. I'll just say it. I'm 28 years old. When I grew up, it was just basically like, gay, straight, and bi. And transgender is like a thing we didn't really talk about, but now it's just so much that I just don't understand. You got, people are calling themselves he and they, and I'm not here to knock anybody. You live life how you want to, but it's just very weird it's a lot to take in nowadays with binary, non-binary. Like, honestly, I don't even know all these terms. I really don't. To this point, it confuses me, so I don't get involved in it. But she's the other half of the party that he basically was referencing. She got, like I said earlier, she got breast removed, and now she's a transgender. Goes by he and they, and you even go on Wikipedia, her page has been changed, and Netflix even changed the credits when it has her to say Elliot Page is her name or his name. I'm sorry, it's his name now. So. Yeah, but that's the other part. But once again, Jordan Peterson, shouts out to him for staying strong. And like I said, if you believe in something, don't back down just because the world disagrees with you and says that you're hating somebody.